Good morning, Internet. This is Alex does Sudokus, and it is Sunday, the 18th of April, 2021. And we're going to do today's New York Times Sudokus whilst having breakfast. Bit of a late one. My dad called me this morning at 7 a.m. and I just had to go back to sleep because I was really tired afterwards. So, bit of a late breakfast. And this may become a thing where I eat whilst I Sudoku. That may be my gimmick now, rather than being good at it. Just add food and you have yourself your unique selling point. So let's do the New York Times medium Sudoku with no pencil markings first. And see how we get on. I've got 3 up there because of these 2 3s. So that gives me another 3 over there because of these 2 3s and that 3. So that frees up another 3. And I think that's it. I'm left with 2 3s in any of these 4 boxes. 4 cells even. So let's move on to the 4s. We've got a pair of 4s here because the 4s can't go in these 2 cells. But what I did do, how I spotted it was actually, I can see the 4 is in one of these 2 cells. And I've got 4 on row 4 and 6. So it must be here somewhere. But that doesn't really help me. And I think I may have to move on from there because I don't think there are any more revelations to be had. Also, I think I'm going to use the tissue to hold my breakfast because it's slightly greasy and I don't want to get my keyboard dirty. Nom nom. I don't think I'm going to find anything on 5s. But what I am curious about is whether there's a naked single with the 5. So I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I haven't got 7. I've got 8 and I've got 9. So that's a 1-7 pair. Not 1-7 pair, but there's a 1 or a 7 in this cell. And here I'm missing a 2 and a 9 at the very least. So I don't think I'm going to have any luck with finding a naked single with the 5, which is a weak number. So what I'm going to do is actually, whilst I was looking at that, I noticed there's a 9 up there. And let's follow the 9s and see if we can place any more digits. We can't. So I'm going to place a 6 instead. Got a pair of 6s. So kind of skipping back from the 5 to the 6. And that gives me another 6. I thought I was going to sneeze, but I didn't. And I'm happy about that. I'm not a fan of sneezing, I have to say. Oh, I think my breathing is a bit loud due to a blocked nose. Pair of 6s down here unlocks another 6. So that leaves me a pair of 6s in here and here. And that is interesting because this is a pair of 3s and 6s now. I remember the 3s being locked in the same 2 cells. So let's see if we can do anything with that. If these are 3s and 6, then that must be a 2 because the 2s are up here on these 2 rows. So now 3s and 6 are down here. The 9s must be on these 2 cells, which means they're down here as well. Not very useful. 8, we're not going to get anything. 6, 4. Oh, that means the 4 must be here because these are 3s and 6, and 4s are blocking these cells as well. So now we're down to our final numbers 3 and 6 down here, therefore these are 9s. And I think that's all I can say about that, actually. So the pointed pair of 9s gives me a pair of 9s down here, but definitely can't use it. Or in fact, I've got 9 over here. This 9 and that 9 forces the 9 over there. So, that leaves me 1, 5 and 8 in these 3 cells. Okay, that's good to know. And I think I'm going to move on from the 6s. Tell you what I'm going to do, actually. I'm just going to blow my nose. So there, I feel marginally better now. Okay. I don't think I do much more here. I've scanned the 8s, the 7s, the 8s, and the 9s. I don't think there will be any more developments, so I'm going to have to do another scan from scratch. Let's see if the board has developed. So, this one forces a pointer set of 1s, so I've got a pair of 1s down here. That's not useful. 2s, 2, 2, 2. I've got 2 over here because of this 2 and that 2. So now that forces a 2 over there because of that 2. 2 on rows 1 and 3 and on column 3. So these are now 2s and 9s because I knew the 9s are locked down here. And if they are 2s and 9s, that means there has to be a 3 because that 3 and that 3 unlocks it, leaving me a 5 and an 8. Okay, and these 2s and 9s leaves me with 3s not in these 2 cells, so 3 must be here. In fact, one of these 3s and 6s, so they can be unlocked. And I'm left with, let's see, 2s and 9s, these must be 5s and 2s and 9, 5s and 6, and I've got a 6 over there, so 5 is here, 6 is here. So I think all the 6s are now done, and I've got myself a 5. Unfortunately, that 5 is not that useful just yet. What have I got here? A pair of 1s and 7s. They go, because I've got a 7 down here. That leaves me the 1s here. These are 5s and 8s, aren't they? Okay. That's not very useful. So, let's move on. I think, have I done all the 2s? Got a pair of 2s there. Got a pair of 2s there. And I got 2 anywhere in those 3 cells. Pardon me. I need to sort out my, I may just do it whilst I'm streaming. I need to fix my mute button. So, mute source. Unmute source. Let's see if this works. Yes, it works. Yeah, I think I changed my input and my Stream Deck software didn't recognize it afterwards, so not very cash money at all. Okay, let's carry on. And also, let's finish my first tea cake. Okay, we know the 3s are done, so let's focus on the 4s. The 4s are here, here. So I can't really do anything with the 4s. 5s are also still quite kind of free to go anywhere. Got a pair of 7s there. Doesn't bring me joy. 8. 8's are also not helpful. So we may have to look at the rows and the columns, because I'm pretty sure 9 isn't going to give us anything either. 9, 9. Got a pair of 9s here. Yeah, so 9s are still kind of... There are lots of margin for 9s to go down here, basically. So these two cages are being a bit of a nuisance. So why don't we look at the rows? We've got 1 and 5, 5 and 7. 1, 5 and 7? Yep, 1, 5 and 7. Oh, we don't have any of those numbers. Still repeating the 1, 5 and 7 situation, but the 5s are now locked in these two cells, and we're also missing an 8. So 1, 5, 7 and 8. Okay, what about here? 1, 5, 8 and 4. So new 4s are locked in these two cells anyway. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get anything from that. 1, 4, 7, 8 and 9. So 9s are here. 1's are in a lot of places. Oh, it's not 5. 1, 4, 7. Yeah, 1, 4, 7, 8 and 9. 1, 4, 7, 8 and 9. Can't see many of the numbers. I actually wonder if we should be looking at the columns rather than the rows. 2s, 3s, 4s. Ah. Oh, 4s are locked in these two cells. Not very useful. These are 2, 4, 5 and 9. 2 and 9. I'm missing a 4 and a 5. 4 and 5, so that's 2 and 9. Oh, I've got 2, 9 pair there. This is 2 and 9, because on a row we're looking for 2, 4, 5 and 9, and I've got 4 and 5 there. So this has to be 2 and 9. And I already established earlier that this is a 2 and 9 pair. So with these being 2s and 9s, these must be 4, 5 and 8. This can't be 4, 4, 5 and 8. Oh, the 4, 5 and 8 isn't that useful actually. So, hey cutie bear. I'm going to call you cutie or cutie dinosaur. How are you today? Let me give you your usual hug. And let's see, 2, 2, 2. I'm missing 2, 5, 7, 8 and 9. 2, 5, 7, 8 and 9. Got 2, 8 and 9 there, so that's 5 and 7. But I haven't got any more 2, 8 and 9s. Okay, I think it is definitely something to do with the columns. We established these are 5s and 8s, and this is 1, 5 and 8. Not useful at all. What looks interesting to us? I think this looks interesting. This looks like a naked single. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm missing 4 and 5 here. Oh, no. It's 4 and 5 because of the 8 over there. The answer is 42. Unfortunately, we can't actually put 42 in a cell, and I think that's just not very cash money. We should be able to put 42 everywhere. Feels like I've got the sniffles, and I'm not loving it. I do tend to get the sniffles when I first get up in the morning, because I used to stream Sudoku when I get up in the morning first thing at like 7 AM. I've stopped doing that since the lockdown, so 1 second. There we go. Let's have another piece of tea cake as well. My second half of the tea cake. Another reference is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I'm unfortunately old enough to remember Hitchhiker's Guide. So, I don't think you need to be a nerd to know that, but I am a nerd. I'm not gonna lie. But I think a lot of people know about the Hitchhiker's Guides to the Galaxy, at least my age anyway, because they made a movie. There used to be a TV show. Yeah, they tried making a TV show ages ago, but it was just referenced a lot in the UK because obviously Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is one of the UK exports to the literary world. Now I feel really annoyed because I've momentarily forgotten Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. What's the name of the author? Douglas Adams. How can I forget? How can I forget Douglas Adams? I'm sorry, Douglas. So clearly I'm not nerdy enough to remember that, but I am very nerdy. I'm very nerdy. I basically get interested in something, and thank you for the kisses. Yeah, I remember. Not remember. I get interested in things, and then I become a bit obsessive about them, basically. So, for instance, I learned a lot about microphones. I nerded out on microphones a while back. When I was looking at microphones, basically. So, what are these? These are 1, 2, 7, and 9. I've got 1 and 7. That's 2 and 9. We knew that. But 2 and 9 doesn't go anywhere else. I think we are stuck on this puzzle. I'm not gonna lie here. Pair 5s. Oh, actually, we've got a 5 right here that I missed. And this 5 forces a pointer pair 5s there. Conjunction with that 5 forces another pointer pair 5s. So that actually unlocks the 5. So it's a lot easier than I anticipated. So that's going to give us some numbers. And with that, we've got a pair of 5s here. So 5, 5. And can't place the remaining 5s, but I've got 5s in these cells. And in fact, these are 4s and 5s. So if those are 4s and 5s, I'm left with 1, 9, 4s and 5s. So I'm left with 4 and 5, 1, 7, 8, and 9. Got 8 and 9 there, so that's another 1 and 7. Can't see anything. So, not very cash money at all, is it? By the way, I have completed my cash money icon. Let me show you. How am I going to show you? Let's see. Let's just open up Photoshop. That'll be the easiest thing to do. Also, I must remember to eat my breakfast because I actually forgot to eat my breakfast yesterday. I had like half a bowl of muesli and then I just kind of like stopped. This is my cash money emoji that I've made. So if I were to resize it. Now, don't do this at home, kids. Don't resize images by... Oh, hang on. Why is this not working? Oh, it's gone under the video. There we go. So let's see. Yeah, that works. So let's move to this window. Yeah, so I just brought up the image size window to reduce it to the dimension I need for Twitch. if you're saving this file, don't do it this way. Don't resize the image down to 112 because you're forever losing all the pixel information or the details that you've got. I have accidentally saved it after putting it to that, reducing the resolution to an image, and that's a really sad time for everyone. But this is the best way to preview what the icon may look like. So this is with it looking a bit more pixelated. If I make it even smaller to, no, it's 56. So get a bit more pixelated here. And I can make it even smaller to 28. So that's how it's going to look on Twitch, on the Twitch chat. You can still just about make out the highlights on the hair and nothing else. And I guess the sunglasses as well. So yeah, that is my emoji. But if you're gonna save a file to different dimensions, use the Save for Web feature, which unfortunately it feels like Adobe is trying to push out. Thankfully, I'm still using an old version of Photoshop. But yeah, hold on. If you do Control-Alt-Shift-S, that should bring up this dialog. I think maybe Control-Shift-D as well in the new one, if I'm not mistaken. But one of these is going to bring you this icon, bring you this window even, and then you want to save the dimension. You want to put the image size in there, and it will resize it for you, so you can preview it before saving it. But anyway, that's going to be my new Cash Money emoji. Hi Emily, thank you. I'm glad you think so, but it feels like I now need to get an accessory. I need to get a Cash Money accessory, which is just a $sign that I can put in my hair. And that would be pretty Cash Money if I can get something like that. So let's switch back to the Sudoku screen. Here we go. How are you today, Emily? By the way, I've absolutely turned my Sudoku streams into, like, I think there's a terminology for it, but I know there are channels where people just eat food. And it's kind of what I started doing, because I keep streaming when I need to eat. Anyway, let's put some ones in these cells. So we've got another 1, and this is a 7. Surprisingly, that 7 doesn't give me anything down there, but it gives me a 7 over here and a 4. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. Yes, I know, it would be awesome if I can get a Cash Money, I don't know, ribbon, bowl, something. I'm doing great, just played Minecraft for 5 or 6 hours. Oh my god. I don't know how you kids do it. You kids and your stamina. I mean, I do know how you kids do it, by just being younger. Just being young, full of energy, and being able to play a game for 5 or 6 hours. I can't do that anymore. I just get tired too quickly. I was playing Dark Souls yesterday after my Sudoku stream, waiting for my wife to get up, and yeah, I was getting like tension, like not headache, but it's like before the tension headache starts, I get a bit like, and I have been hydrating as well, but yeah, I got a bit of I felt a tension headache coming on, so I had to stop. So kudos to you for being able to play for 5 to 6 hours. And in a way, I miss it. In another way, I don't miss playing games for prolonged hours, because I do have like more things in my life now than I used to. And oh no, that come across like bad actually. That may kind of like, I've just got other things going on, basically. Is what I'm trying to say. And it's nice being able to not need computer gamers as much as I used to. Oh, actually, there's a 4 over here because of the 4, because these are pointed 4s and 8s. There we go. So that gives me another 4, another 4, another 4, another 4, which unlocks the 8. Appreciate your youth. Get the most of it. Stay up late, play games all day. I know this is the opposite of what I should recommend, but I do miss it sometimes. I do miss being able to play games and like sleep late and just be able to get up the next day and carry on. So enjoy it. I don't think they're like real long-term consequences, but don't quote me on that because I am no doctor. These are twos and nines, so I can resolve them with the twos and nines like so, and that creates a chain of twos and nines. And finally, I've got a 9 and a 1. What are these? These are 5 and 7. So 5 and 7, and that's the medium Sudoku. So true, so late right now. What time is it? What time is it where you are? I'm going to see if I can make a note of people's... Where's my phone? Oh, my phone is my webcam, so I can't use my phone to see the world clock. Let's move on to the New York Times Hard Sudoku, and we're going to do it almost 4 in the morning. Let me see. What is the time difference? 4 in the morning. That means, I think... Oh, got the burps. You're 8 hours behind me. So, Emily, you're 8 hours behind me. If I have world clocks, one day I'm going to build an app. I'm going to put all your names on it above a clock. So when you guys come in, I may make it so it pops up and tells me what time zone you're in and what time it is where you are. And I'm going to be Auntie Alexia telling you, hey kids, need to go to bed. I won't. I promise I won't. Okay, so we're going to do a normal Sudoku. So we're going to do pencil markings. Oh. So got ones here. It's just an excuse for me to do more coding, basically, because I need projects. I need things that I need to build to encourage me to code. If I don't, then I don't code, and I forget how to code, and that's a sad time. So I've got 1, 2 pair there, which means these are 5s and 9s, which means 9 is here, 5 is there. So that's a pretty good start. That means 3s are there, as well as the 8s, and that must therefore be a 4. So I've got a pair of 4s over there. 4, 4, 4. Okay. That's so nice. Okay, I will have to build that at some point. 3s, got 3s. Have I actually finished scanning the 2s? I don't actually know. 2, 2, 2, 2. Yes, we have. So the 2s are scanned. What about the 3s? 3, 3, 3. Got a pair of 3s there. No more 3s to speak of. So I noticed I pencil marking the 4s there already as well. So I must have moved on to the 4s subconsciously without realizing that we're already at that place. So got a 5 there because of these 2 5s, opening up a pair of 5s. So 5s are actually pretty cash money. 6s are there. Got pointed. Oh, got a 6 here and a pair of 6s there because of this 6. So the 6s must be in these 2 cells because I've got an X-wing of 6s there. But even if it's not an X-wing, I know it's tucked on columns 7 and 9. Therefore, it must be on column 8 in this cage. But I've got 6 overseeing that cell, so that must be the 6. So that should be all the 6s pencil marked in. 7 is on its own, so let's see if we can find a naked single. In fact, I've got a pointed pair of 3s here, so I should be placing the... Oh, these aren't 3s and 8s. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, we need to restart the puzzle. I might have made a mistake somewhere along the way, so let's restart it. Pair of 1s there, 1s there. Oh, I'm so careless with Sudokus. That was not the highlight of 2021, but I'm glad I spotted it quick enough. Got a pair of 3s there. 3s are there. 3, 3, 3. In fact, the 1 and 2, I can see 5s are tucked over there. And actually 9 is here because of this 9 and that 9. So that opens up the 5. That leaves me 8, 4, 8 and something else. So that was a mistake. I looked at this 3 and forgot. Not forgot, but I missed the 3 inside the cell. So these are actually 4, 8 and 7. There we go. That's better. Every time I tell someone I really like to play Sudoku, I always get some weird looks. Well, that's because they're weird. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's them, not you. I mean, they're weird, so they make weird looks. Pardon me. The 6s are still following the same pattern, so this is still 6. So 6s are still pretty good. Still got a pair of 5s over here. So this is a pair of 7 and 8. That means the 8s are here. Pretty PogChamp. Pretty PogChamp. Listen to me talking like a kid with the lingers. They can't use their brains. Like it's, yep. Yeah, it's totally them. That's just... What's there not to like about... It's like people shunning others for having a hobby like doing jigsaws. Jigsaws are so fucking fun. Jigsaws are so fun to do and so satisfying. So, like, you have your hobbies, we have our hobbies. Can we all just get along? Obviously, I've not always been that way. I think when I went to university, it was when I first kind of like started thinking about being judgmental on others. As in, like, realizing that I was being judgmental. Because I knew that I was a geek or nerd, whatever you want to call it. I know some people have definitions, different definitions of what a nerd and a geek is. For me, they're more or less the same, but I know some people think nerds are basically someone who's knowledgeable about stuff. They like to experiment, they like to build things, they like sciencey stuff. And geeks, they would define as someone who just gets obsessed over particular pop culture, so they collect Star Wars figurines. That's how long ago it was that I explored the topic. They like the comic books, but they don't necessarily they're not necessarily interested in the science. They just like specific things, basically. And but the thing is, like, there's a huge overlap in the communities. A lot of nerds were geeks as well, so I think seeing as language evolves, I was happy for the two terms to be kind of like become a bit more malleable and just accepting that, yeah, geeks and nerds are more or less the same thing. I'm okay with that. If we need distinctions, yeah, we can do that. But anyway, back in uni, one of my housemates in the first year, now we can consider him a bit weird because he liked to have... I felt bad for him, actually. I did feel really bad for him at the time as well, but he was a second year student, so he's made some friends at uni already, but he stayed in his room all day. I was one of the only two first year students in my flat, and that's not usually the case. It's because due to many complications, I didn't get to apply for accommodation as early as I wanted, and so we were all like people who just got shoved at random accommodation, and so we got shoved. Myself, my other housemate, Karen, and this guy from the second year. So me and Karen were both first year students, and this other guy, he was a second year student, and the rest of them were all third year students. So the third year students, they've been at uni for long enough. They've developed a social rapport, and they just basically got on with each other. I was just like reinventing myself, trying to pretend that I wasn't shy. Kind of worked a little bit, but for the most part, I didn't. And Phil, basically, he was the one who stayed in his room the most. I remember the first night, I was just like listening to the door while sitting in my room, thinking, I have to go out there at some point and say hello to people. And but like my ears were burning, and then my housemate, my flatmate Karen, knocked on the door, and then we started chatting. So that was nice. Anyway, Phil, he was into Sailor Moon collection cards. Um, and when I came into his room, which really stank because he used to eat pot noodles in his bedroom and never got rid of the pot noodles, basically. So they really stank. And he didn't realise that because he was in his room all day, so he got desensitized to the smell. But everybody else could smell it when he opened his door. When he came out, the whiff would come out, and they all just kept like talking about it. They never actually like said to him, "Hey, you should really clean up your pot noodles because like it stinks up the flat, and it's probably not good for you." I remember that time when I kind of like said hello to him, and oh no, not the noodles. I mean, he finished eating them, but he just left the finished pot. He just stacked them up basically in his bedroom. He had towers of pot noodles. It's like he was building his own fortress, which I didn't mind. Just wash them first, which he didn't, and it just really stank. And when I said hello to him, he invited me to his room, and I really didn't want to go in, but I was kind of like the whole like too polite to say no kind of thing. So I went inside the bedroom, and the whole time I was trying not to heave. Um, but I basically said to him, "Hey, the guys were kind of like all talking, and they were complaining about the smell from your bedroom." And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's probably my pot noodles." And they invited me inside basically, so I went in. He showed me his collection of Sailor Moon figurine collection cards, and also separate incident. I joined the Taekwondo club because my dad sent me to do Taekwondo back when I was young, back when I was in Hong Kong. So with that bit of background, I kind of thought I should join a club. I should join something. So why not? Why not something I already knew? So I did Taekwondo, and we had this student hall. It's basically like a PE gym. It's got a facilities, and at a university, it's quite outdated. But basically, um, when we finished, it was when the action role playing club would use the room to do the action role playing, and I think it's really cool that they organised to do action role playing, and obviously got permission to book. They booked the exercise hall, the sports hall, to do that. And yeah, my housemate. This was the moment that really kind of not inspired, but really triggered something in me. He was the only person who he played as an orc basically, and he painted himself green. He's the only person who used colouring on his face, and so that goes to show how much he loved action role playing. And there were a couple of occasions when he invited his friends over, and they would do like the role playing games basically. I never got involved at the time. I wasn't interested at the time. I was more into computer games basically. I was still playing Counter Strike at the time. I think Counter Strike just turned 1.0 at that point. Um, and of course, the other housemates were mocking him to his back basically about, oh, they were coming in, and they were like, one of them was just like talking, I'm a warrior, blah blah blah. I was like, they were having fun. And it got me thinking, basically, this judgment that other people had. And I kind of thought, well, people probably had judgment towards me playing computer games. So it opened my eyes to how normal people see each other. Because I've always been the outcast. So I never saw myself as part of the gang in any sense of the word. They were welcoming to me. The third year students, they took me out to the pubs. We played chess together. They taught me chess, and what else did we do? Yeah, I joined the pool club, and one of them yeah, they play pool as well. And I was actually quite good at pool. And but it just got me thinking basically. And I was like, why were they so mean to this guy who was enjoying his role playing? And the more I thought about it, the more I realized, do you know what? It's cool that he did that because they knew, they must know to an extent that people were mocking them. People talk behind their backs. And I think he knew, and that's why he stayed in his bedroom all the time. But it's his passion. He liked action role playing. And they're kind of like, maybe not straight up bullying, but there's bullying going on, let's face it. And it probably contributed to him hiding in his bedroom all day, basically. So, yeah, that really opened my eyes. And I think from then onwards, I became a lot less judgmental about people's hobbies. So, yeah, I think people, that was my rant about Sudokus. I noticed that, of course, when I started working, I had to socialize with normal people, and when I talk about things, yeah, people get a bit like, oh, I can never do that. I can never do Sudoku. And it's like, you probably can. I can teach you, but it's a question of whether you're interested in it. And but I think a lot of people still have like this preconception that if you play Sudoku, you must be a nerd. No, lots of people lots of really cool people play it. Look at the people I found on Twitch. Like they're really cool people. So yeah, who cares? Who cares what people think? So people giving you the weird looks, they're the weird ones. That's what I say. So apologies for anyone who's watching on YouTube, but let's get back to the Sudoku. Mhm. This 7 actually breaks the 7A pair. So we've got a pair of 8s here. 7s are down there somewhere. So I've got 1, 2, 7, and 8 over there. Got an 8 already. Don't think that's going to help me. No. Okay. Can I do a second scan? So 1s, 1, 1, 1, 1s, 2s. Actually, one of us should be... Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 4 triple here on this row. And I've got 1 and 2 there. So this must be a 4, and that's a 1 and 2. Does a 4 give us anything? 4... No, it doesn't. But we are left with 3, 8, and 3, 7, and 8. Okay. I've got 3 there from the pointer pair of 3s. Got 7 there, and got an 8 here. I hate these kind of triples. Are there definitely nothing else? Yeah, there's definitely nothing else. That's sad. That is a sad time for us. Okay, so anything interesting? 4, 7, 4, 5, 7, and 9 on this column. So I don't think I can see any 9s, so I may need to do something about that. So let's just continue scanning. So 2s, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6. I think 6 is already... Yeah, I've only got those 2 6s left. So maybe I should look at this actually. I've got 2 and 8 already. So it's 1, 2, 8 and... 1, 2, 8 and 3. So that's a 1 and 3. Hey Dulak, how are you? 1, 2... Yeah, I'm not going to have a 3 here, no, am I? No, I can't see any 3s here. So it's going okay, thank you. I just went on a bit of a tangent, ranting about people judge others for their hobbies. So that definitely delayed the Sudoku a bit. You're good, that's good. How's your grandpa? You had a question about epoch cam and stuff. Okay, sure, go for it. I'm not an expert in epoch cams, by the way. I just use it. So I hope I can answer your questions, but feel free to fire away. I don't know why I keep asking about your grandpa. It's been like a couple of days since you had a long chat with him. But I really like how you have a really good relationship with him, because I love the fact that, was it him that you were explaining to about League of Legends on stream as well a while back? So, okay, it's not technical. I'm glad. Phew. 128 and... Oh, no, it's not 128 and 9. I've got 9 here. It's 128 and... Oh, 128 and 3. Okay. Yeah, that's really cool. I like cool grandparents. I think, like, as the generation goes on, like, the grandparents are getting cooler and cooler. Unfortunately, my dad will never be a grandparent, but I don't think he's going to be a very cool one, admittedly. I'm curious about here. 1, 2, 3. I'm missing a 4. I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, and I've got 9. So this is a naked 4. So that being a naked 4, let's look at the 4s for a second. 4, 4, 4. No revelations on the 4s. So does that change the meta on this row? 1, 7, and 8. 1, 7, and 8. Nope, it doesn't change the matter. So the question is, what quality video are you streaming through it, and what frame rate? I will admit, I don't actually know. I think the frame rate is only 30 seconds, 30 frames per second, but I'm streaming in full 1080p, because I think when you pay for it, you can get 1080p, whereas if you don't, I'm just going to check the options to see if it tells me any specific... No, it doesn't actually tell me here what the... Yeah, it doesn't actually tell me here, so I need to check on OBS. Let's have a look at OBS. Now you know why your phone is overheating. Oh, that's a sad time. Why is your phone overheating? Webcam scene. Let's check the webcam settings. Yeah, it's 1080p, 30 frames per second that I'm getting. Yep, the highest seems to be 30 frames per second. So that's what I should be doing. Because I tested a different software and my phone is still overheating when being used as a webcam. I think one thing to bear in mind, apparently one of the reasons that some cameras overheat as webcams is when you power them through USB. Although that's typically about like mirrorless cameras. I don't know if that matters with with iPhones, with like mobile phones. Could you zoom in your camera? I can't. No. There are no zooms because it'll have to be digital zoom. With my camera, since I've got the iPhone 12 mini, it has a wide angle lens and a normal lens, so there's no optical zoom. And I actually prefer the wide angle lens. Because that was what allowed me yesterday to do a stream where you can kind of see my face and my desk at the same time. You can see my breakfast there as well. Let me just put things back where they were. Yeah. Tighten it up. So it's probably why my phone was over... Yeah, no, my phone was overheating all the time for a pretty single reason. You were streaming at 4K video with 60 frames per second. Pretty much the best setting I could get. That may contribute a little bit. I think the thing to bear in mind is we kind of had this debate back when we were doing using digital cameras for photos. Hang on, I need to blow my nose again. And I'm back. Oh no, does it require a higher iOS or something like that? So I'm sorry to hear that. Oh no, I hope my rash is not coming back. Why have I got an itch? No, no rash. Oh, you can't upgrade it, so it's an old iPhone, I take it. That's a sad time. Yeah. Yeah. Just have to try a different one. I think one of the cheaper options is apparently get a second-hand GoPro. A lot of people do that. I have an old GoPro, but it's not very good. It overheats, but also it just overheated from the get-go. It drains battery like there's no tomorrow. So it's a pretty sad time all around. I'm so sorry for anyone who's watching me on YouTube later because yeah, I hope you have been fast forwarding and skipping all these shenanigans of me just chatting away and not actually focusing on the puzzle. I'm so sorry. I need to get some consistency going, and I promise I will work on that. Fours, fives. The only thing is I don't really want to do it off stream because I think I like to think like people like to see my Sudoku videos on Twitch. And there are not enough people streaming Sudokus on Twitch at all. So I definitely want to be one of the few peoples pushing for it. So, but I am stuck. I am stuck on this puzzle. I'm not going to lie. Can't see anything obvious. Sorry, I took off my headphones for like 50 seconds. Just apologizing for my YouTube viewers because I have a tendency to like whittle on and talk for hours on end and not actually work on a puzzle, which is what I should have been doing. I'm disappointed that finding a 4 hasn't actually revealed anything, but I'm curious about this roll. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. So what am I missing in this cage? I'm missing 4, 8, 7, and 9. 4, 7, 8, and 9. But it can go in a lot of places. This is a 4 and 8. 7s can go down there. So 3, 7. Yeah, that's not very useful because it's not like a 4, 8 pair. 4, 7, 5, and 9. There are no 9s down here. So what's this cell then? Maybe there's something over here that I'm missing. So I've got 1, 2. I'm missing 3, 9, 3, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 8, and 9. So, and 3, 8, and 9 all fit in here. That is annoying. So I think I need to explore every single rows and column. But let's start by looking at the 1s and 2s here. 1s and 2 can't go over there. Can go here. Oh, hang on. This can't be 1 or 2. Right. We finally got a breakthrough. We've got 1, 2 pair in these 2 cells. Because this can't be 1 or 2. This can't be 1 or 2 because of the pointer pair of 1s and the 2. This can't be 1 or 2. These 2 cells can't be 1 or 2 because of the 1 and 2 in this cage. So the 1 and 2 must be in these 2 cells. So that forms a pair, leaving me a quadruple. So let's see if we can do anything with that. I'm missing 3, 4, 7, and 9. 4 and 9 are there. Okay. Got 9 over here because this can't be a 9. These 2 can't be 9s. So that's unlocked a 9, which opens up to 9 and a 2. So the 2 must be down here, which means this must be a 1, this must be a 2. And can we do more with that? No, we can't. So this is 5 and 3. Okay. This is not a 1 anymore, so this must be an 8. Because that can't be an 8. If it could have been an 8, I would have pencil marked in the 8. So that must be therefore a 3. And with that being a 3, we haven't got any resolutions over there, but we do know 3s are locked on this column. So the 3 and 5 are resolved over here. This is 1, 7 and 8. Okay, let's pencil mark those in. If those are 1, 7 and 8, then these must be 4s and... Oh, hold on. There must be a 3 in here somewhere. Oh, it's 1, 3 and 8. My apologies. 1, 3 and 8. So these are 7s and 4s. Yep. 4s and 7. And if those being 4s and 7, then this must be a 5, which opens up a 5 over here. Okay, we can work with that. Use IV cam. And my iPhone works good for now with good enough quality video at Full HD. Okay, that's good to know. That is good. That is a good alternative. Let me know how well that plays out, like how good it is, basically, the software is, because Epoch still has this little annoyances, and I like to keep the options open. And if I can, basically, I can't see like specific instructions, like specific settings in Epoch Cam. So I don't know if IV Cam can actually tell me, allow me to set the frame rate and actually see what frame rates I can stream at. That would be pretty PogChamp, because I can't do 60 frames, which I'm sure I don't really need, but it's nice to know the option is there. Okay, so let's move on. I've got 9 over here, so oops, these two are 9s because of this 9 and that 9. So that opens up another 9. So that opens this 9, opens a 6 and a 6 and a 3. And a 3 and a pair of 3s over there. And these are now 4s and 7s again. So I got my 4-7 pair there. 4s and 7s. So this can't be a 3 anymore. This is a 4 and 7. So it's a 4, 7, 8 kind of thing going on. This is 4 and 8. So the 2 can't go there either. So that must be a 1. So again, I've got a 4s and 7s locked down. Okay. These are 4, 7, and 8. Not much to be said about that, but I can place a 7 here because the 7s are locked on columns 7 and 9. So it gives me a 7, which unlocks the 8, which unlocks another 8. So this can't be an 8 anymore. Oh, is that it? That's disappointing. These are 1s and 2s, which are still not resolvable. Oh my god. Are you kidding me right now? First, I'm getting close to pencil marking in all the cells. And we like to avoid that if we can. I suspect there's something about this row in that case, because the bottom are pretty conformed. I know I've got 4, 7, and 8 here. In fact, 8s have to be down there, so this is actually a 4. And that's going to break our 4, 7 chain. 7. And that's going to break, oops, no. That's going to break the 4 over here as well, leaving me with 7 and 8, but I've got 7 there. So 8 and 7, and 8 and 7, and no more 7s, but the 8 is now locked over there, so 1 and 3, so that's 3 and 2. 1 is here, so that breaks the 1, 2, and finally a 4. So that's the New York Times hard Sudoku. Not a super difficult one, but there was a naked single there at one point. There was a naked 4 in this cell, which I kind of spotted when I was looking at a row. No, hold on. I think I was looking at the columns. I can't remember if it's row or columns. And I noticed I saw a lot of numbers. So I thought I'd actually do a count, because it looked like there were quite a few numbers in this cage. There were a few on there, and on the columns. So yeah, so that worked out okay. So yes, you can change literally everything and it's free. You can even easily flip the video however you want. That's cool. That is very cool. Yeah, because EpocCam is quite kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Accessible in the sense that it does everything for you, but it may be nice to be able to do things like locking the exposure level. I would like to be able to change exposure level during daytime when the sun is coming through. Then the color doesn't really show as well. The color lights don't show as well. And I'm not going to get like blackout curtains because I'm renting, so I'm not going to waste money on black curtains that I may not be able to use again in the future when I move house. So that's the New York Times Sudoku. Why don't we go to Stream Manager, and I'm gonna... Oh, all my buttons are gone again. Why is that? All the quick actions keep disappearing. Is there a limit to how many quick actions that you can do? Because yesterday I added the add stream marker with comment. So what now we're doing... What are we doing? Mini crosswords. Okay. Let's see what today's mini crossword has to offer. What makes a wake on a lake? I have a rhyming scheme here, but I have no idea what that means. 1/12 of a foot. I'm guessing that's an inch. I'm just thinking of like what imperial measurements are like. Most popular last name in Israel. Oh, it's not Khan. I have no idea. Exclusion anxiety in modern parlance. Enemies are foes. Pen name. Two positions for light switch are on and off. Sound during pollen season is achoo. I really hate this one because the spelling for sound effects are so arbitrary. Uniting concept or uniting concept. Some RSVPs are yes, others are no. What makes a wake on a lake? Is this going to be Noah? Most popular last name in Israel. Oh dear. Exclusionary anxiety in modern parlance. Oh, I'm struggling here. I'm not sure. Let's have a quick check. Oh, it's not yes. Oh, of course, it could be no's. There we go. So is this Cohen? Because I know Israel is where Jewish people originate from, isn't it? And I know the Cohen brothers are Jewish, so maybe. Uniting concepts and exclusion anxiety in modern... What is parlance? Definition. Manner of speaking, idiom. Oh, okay. I really don't know. Pen name. Oh, that's going to be big. So I guess this is boat. And this is the... something. Or these. No. Uniting concept. There? No. Not these. Not them. Let's check and see. Yep, everything is correct. So what else can this be? I genuinely don't know. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Oh my god, I genuinely don't know what this could be. I'm gonna have to try every single letter. It's M. Oh, theme. God damn it. And it's FOMO. FOMO is an exclusion relief anxiety, fear of missing out. Oh my god. Why don't you just say acronym? An acronym. Not that I would know anyway, but I thought it would be a word. Then I would have just ignored trying to get it. Oh, this one is a bit scary. IV can also let you change your settings such as brightness, iOS, gamma. That is good. Apple Pencil's use on an iPad. Taking steroids is illegal. I mean, it's not illegal, but it's illegal in sports, I guess. 100% recommend this now. I think I did have IV cam, you know. I'll have to check later, but I think I tried IV cam on my old iPhone and it overheated. But it may be because of the settings. Maybe I just need to tweak the settings. So maybe I had the same issue. And but also my old iPhone, there's something wrong with the battery basically. So that may contribute towards the overheating issue. Generation bond between, that's going to be boomers, isn't it? 90 degrees turn. 90-degree turn. I don't know. By way of celebrity memoir that's full of salacious details. School notebook drawing. Sketches? Sketch? An instrument or a fish. Oh my god, this is so hard. Something tells me I combined as resources. Mission to the moon. Makes less bright is dim. Home to Las Vegas is Nevada, isn't it? They can add stripes to dogs. What? Cyber Monday offerings are sales. An easy interview question. What? What even are these? So I'm guessing this is something ing, because ticking steroids. Doodle. Oh, I like it. Doodle. Doodle. Be way of via. Instrument or fish. What about this? They can add stripe to dogs. So it's got to be an S. Oh, stripe grills dogs as in hot dogs. So instrument. Oh, isn't bass, bass, bass? I don't know. That's a fish, isn't it? I'm sure it's a fish in Stardew Valley. So, easy interview question. Job, maybe? Or hobby? A, B, C, date of birth. God, that sucks. That's a crap question, that is. Celebrity memoir that's full of salacious details. Is it I'm Adele? Is that how you spell? No, hold on. That's not how you spell Adele, so is this actually correct in a moment? It's not date of birth. It's not oh, that's not how you spell Nevada, so oh, this is going to be Tau or, isn't it? Oh. What the hell is LOB? Lob. Lob definition to hit to throw. Define lob. Heavy duty person. These are all to lob. So is it just an expression? Like a lob question? It's an easy one. That's the only thing I can think of. So, something tells me Well, it's not I bet. Or I'll bet, maybe? Combined. Pulled, maybe? Mission to the moon. Apollo. Oh, doping. Of course. So, 90-degree turn is an L. I really hate these New York Times clues. Like, or these answers. ELL, as in L, the letter L. I really hate that. I really hate that. So, spelling bee. Can we do it today? I did yesterday's one like instantaneously, so I was really pleased with that. So definitely struggling with today's one. Inappropriate. No. So with this one, with spelling bees, if you guys know the answer, please don't shout it straight away. Please give me a clue, a New York Times style, but better clue, crossword clue. I'm not convinced I'm going to get this one. I can see drop in A, but obviously that's not a word. No. Oh, these are hard. Prada? No. Lamau, my phone didn't even start to overheat yet, although it's a different phone. And it's running with full HD, 30 frames instead of 4K, 60 frames, yep. That sounds good. That sounds very good. Prop in A. Propaganda? No, there's no G in there. Now I have to make a modified Lego Technica stand for it. Excellent. I'd love to see it once you finish it. I wish my old iPhone can actually work, but I may try it and change the settings. I may check out that app and see if it works better with my old iPhone, because I would like to be able to use my own phone. Oh yeah, speaking of overheating, my phone overheated yesterday with Epoch Cam. Do you know why that was? It wasn't Epoch Cam. My phone ended up tethering the internet, so I was streaming last night with my phone's internet. So with 1080p, 60 frames encoding at 6,000. What is the standard? The unit, is it kilobit per second data? So yeah, that was a bad time. And then my phone turned it off, and my stream cut out because yeah, my computer was using my phone's internet, so it used 40 gigabyte of data before it shuts off because it was draining the battery to do the internet and the camera at the same time. So, oh boy, at least I'm glad that happened, because if I didn't know, I would have carried on streaming and not realizing I've used up my phone's data. But thankfully, I've got 80 gigabyte of data per month on my phone. I'm definitely not getting this word, so if no one has any suggestions, I'm just going to look it up. NewYorkTimesB.com. Wow. Yep, those are surprisingly easy answers, but awkward use of letters. So one of them is raindrop, and the other is paranoid. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't hate it, I suppose, but I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed because paranoid, the use of the letters are quite unusual, basically, to say the least. But that will be today's Sudoku, mini crosswords, and spelling bee, I'm afraid. So should I pivot? Should I play some Dark Souls 3? Or should I just call it a day? I don't know. I don't know. So let you guys decide. Meanwhile, oh, no one else is streaming right now. I have no friendos streaming right now. So I guess I can't, what's the word I'm looking for? Also, I need to do moderation on my mood bot. Message filters. So links, option, settings. So exclude mood bots. Regular exclude Twitch subscribers. VIPs. Remove only the message. Warning. Oh, warning is not on. No, it is on, but it's orange. So timeout. Let's make it a 60 seconds timeout. Let's try that. So maybe that will be a bit better. Okay, let's try that. So you should voice chat with me. Hold on, go back up. I'm missing a few things. Now I have to make modifier and I'll be ready to go. Rip, holy damn. Oh, that's presumably about the words. I can do a voice chat with you, but what are we going to talk about? I can play some Dark Souls 3, I suppose. Yeah, let's do some Dark Souls 3. So I'm just going to stop the stream and then start it again, because that will allow me to export the the current stream to YouTube. So for anyone watching on YouTube and somehow get to the end, I'm skeptical that you would have done. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Do the usual doobie-doos. And yeah, I shall see you tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Bye now.